My buddy Mark is out here with us today. He brought something really interesting. A lot of you may not know about the 5.7. It's basically a new round. It's a very fast moving round, a whole lot of velocity with very little recoil. And Ruger just actually come out with their line. I'm going to tell you about it a little bit. He's got an optic on it. Plus he's got the green dot fluorescent sight, which is awesome if you want to just use your regular sights, or he's got this optic on it, which is really an awesome little setup. I'll let Mark tell you about it.
This is the Ruger 57. They've been out now. I think they come out SHOT Show about February, I believe. Could be wrong. FN, it's an FN round. They designed it actually mid-90s, I think. Don't quote me on that. But it's basically a neck down rifle round. It's a bottleneck cartridge. Somewhere around 1,800 feet a second most time, give or take. Center fire, shoots a 22 cal bullet. These ones I'm shooting are 40 grain VMAX. This is a Vortex Venom. You have to have a plate from Ruger to mount it, and it'll only mount on the Burris Fast Fire or the Vortex Venom. I went for the Venom. So far I'm loving this gun. I've got a couple hundred rounds through it now. No fail to fires, no nothing. So far I'm liking it.
Got a 1911 style thumb safety, ambidextrous. Got in front end serrations for you guys that like to do press checks. Got serrations on the back for a good grip. If you want to mount a light laser on the bottom, it's also got a rail there. Really nice setup, really fun. We're going to set up some water jugs and get to shooting, but again, thanks Mark for coming out and hanging out with us today, bringing this gun. It's an awesome gun. We've been shooting some off camera. My wife shot it. Really neat gun, really neat round. So Ruger 5.7, let's get us some shooting.
We'll try that one on the right here.
Nicked it.
Hard to see.
You guys that like capacity, 20 round mag, I believe it's what it says come standard. A lot of capacity. The gun feels really good. It's a full size gun, big long slide. It's getting dark, but I think you can still probably camera see that steel plate that we've got hanging in the tree line. I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna try the bigger jugs, and let's see what I can do. It helped if I took the safety off. Hello everyone, the Kentucky Patriot here. I apologize for the super short video. What had happened is Mark's like me, he works, has kids, he's busy. So we had a range day scheduled and they were giving us a small chance of rain. And we'd done the Man-Eating Squirrel video and had some fun with that. Well, I had my 1911s, 454 Casull. I had rifles. He brought all kinds of rifles. We'd brought a ton of stuff to the range. And we could see that it was kind of clouding up, and we thought, well, we're going to have to kind of hurry with some of these videos. And then before we even got done with all of our videos, it come a downpour. We was pretty far away from the house, was trying to get our guns dry. We got drowned. So anyway, long story short, we got caught in the rain. So I'm sorry for the quick videos. We're trying to hurry and get as many as we can. Real quick about the Ruger 5.7 or Ruger 57, I'm not really sure what it's called. I've heard people say both, but we're talking in comparison with the FN, the 5.7 rounds, what we're talking about. And I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. I do not claim to be an expert with either because I have never shot the FN 5.7, and this was a first for me. So I really enjoyed it. For those of you maybe don't know about the 5.7, Mark told you a little bit about it. That was his gun. He just got it, and so far he really likes it. For real quick, you're basically shooting a small projectile neck down really fast. So the benefits of that would be for a lot of those people that don't want to carry or for home defense or something that they're not able to shoot. And you've heard people say, I used to have a 357 Magnum, or I used to have a 44 Magnum, or a big bore revolver, whatever, for the house, but because of health issues or arthritis, whatever the case may be, they go down to a 22 LR. Well, this you can have, and the recoil isn't going to hurt you like a 44 Magnum will be, but you still have 20 capacity and a center fire, which I'm not knocking the 22, but everybody knows that center fire in general is more reliable than rim fire. So you can basically have a center fire round with 20 rounds, I think that's come standard capacity, of a gun without a lot of recoil, and that round's moving really fast, so it's going to give you a lot more velocity and a lot more capability, both with capacity and to neutralize the threat, as would a 22, and it's center fire and it's armor piercing. So there are certainly some advantages to that. So that may be something you want to look into. But I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot to tell you about it. I don't have any experience to share with you, because the day that Mark brought it up, we shot some off camera. But I don't have a vast knowledge of it. But he reloads it and he really likes it. I think that's some of the downsides, though. He was telling me that ammo is expensive for it, so he reloads. So that's something else to look into. The other thing we missed, of course I did on the video several times, and I don't think that has any reflection for the gun, because Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, he had a holographic scope set up on his Canic, and man, he was rocking. I mean, he was just nailing the targets. Well, I had a hard time seeing it. I didn't do well with the holographic scope on a pistol at all. Not saying some of you don't, because like I said, I was there. Scott done fabulous with his. I didn't do as well. I even had a hard time, even without shooting it, just finding the dot. And he said it's a matter of getting used to. He said it took him a while too, but now he rocks it. So I'm used to open sights on a pistol. Now the red dots work a little better for me, but Mark's got the holographic sight set up. That may work well for you. It was new for him too, so me not hitting the target every time, and him either, I certainly don't think is have anything to do with the 5.7 or the Ruger. It was all my fault. Shooter, I'm positive. But anyhow, I really enjoyed shooting the gun, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it, and want to thank Mark for bringing it. And like I said, the recoil was very manageable, really fun gun to shoot. A lot of velocity, a lot of power, and I think there's a certain, well, everybody's going to enjoy the gun, don't get me wrong, but I think that's a certain market that's really going to help a lot of people. Like I said, if the reason you're using a 22 is maybe your wife or small framed or handicap or whatever, like I said, they're not comfortable with a big bore, you can get this gun. It's going to be so much better for you than a 22 as far as defense, and you still don't have all that recoil. So it was a pleasure to shoot, fun gun for kids to learn on. And like I said, the holographic scope, I'm not against them. I love them on a rifle. You use them on a rifle a lot. I think I've got one on my rifle now. Matter of fact, on one of them. But anyway, but on a pistol, I have a hard time seeing. And I'll go into all that another day, because now some people do really well with them. And I'm not for them or against them if that's what you're used for concealed carry. But there's little things that you have to keep in mind, like being able to find that red dot. It's not like that red dot that projects out, it's only holographic. Or being able to go into light, dark conditions and still be able to do it. And also humidity, hot, cold climates, air conditioning, heat, different things. It is possible to fog up or crack or something. So again, I'm not for them or against them. I'm just telling you, like I said, all the error was on me. It was not on, I'm sure, on the 5.7 or the gun. But really neat round. Like I said, sorry for we had so little shooting, but we did a couple more videos that were really short as well, and I do apologize. But hopefully me and Mark get back out to the range one of these days. He's a great guy. We went to high school together, great friend. So Mark, appreciate you coming out and sharing either the Ruger 5.7 or 57, but it's the 5.7 round. Really neat round, moving really fast. Appreciate you watching. Please like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate all you guys. Thanks for all your comments, all that you've done. We really appreciate the subscriptions. It really means a lot to us. If you would give us a thumbs up, leave your comments in the comment section below. Always keeping family friendly. And check us out on Facebook. May God bless you, the Kentucky Patriot. Signing off.